Hey everybody, I'm Marty Dodson. I'm here with Clay Mills
Yep.
in the fabulous SongTown studio, beautiful Green Hills area of Nashville. And we've got a topic for you today we have not talked about before, and I'm just springing it on Clay. But I want to talk about how to write message songs in a way that's not preachy.
Yeah.
So, what are your initial thoughts on that?
Yeah, I see this all the time in songs because our ultimate goal as songwriters is to write a song and make the audience feel the way we want them to feel. And human nature is if you tell someone how they should feel, or if you tell someone how they should think, they're going to go, wait a minute, they're going to get defensive and they're not going to be open to what you're saying. So I think in songs, we have to be very, very careful because even if we don't realize it, it can be a subtle thing a lot of times that, if you say to someone, well, you really shouldn't be staying out late or whatever it is, they immediately go, oh, what do you mean? So I think it's really important. And as a songwriter, I'm constantly checking my lyrics going, is this going to sound preachy? Is this going to sound like I'm telling someone how they should act, how they should feel? Because that's not our goal. Our goal is to make people think, to change their hearts maybe, but you can't do it if you're on the offensive with them, What are some strategies you think for staying away from that? Do you have like a little checklist you do?
Yeah, I do. It's over here though, so I can't read it. No, I'm gonna.
I'm making Marty not read his notes today.
I think I've got it in my head though. First of all, I think you can't tell someone what to do or what to believe or what to think. You can't chastise somebody in a song, like getting on to somebody. This wasn't a message song, but I heard a song recently about someone who had a broken heart, and the person, one of the lines was, "Get over him and move on."
Yeah.
And I'm like, that doesn't help. I mean, you can't tell someone that.
Get over him.
Yeah, exactly. So I think, some ways to deal with that are, instead of telling the listener what to do, invite the listener to join you in something. So if it's something you're passionate about, say, let's do, hey, let's do this.
Right.
Or here's what I'm going to do.
Like, instead of like, you shouldn't be sitting around with that broken heart, invite them, hey, let's go out and have a drink and talk it over, or that kind of approach. Or
and whatever your message is, just inviting people to join you in a cause is much more palatable than telling people they should join you in a cause. With political season going on, I get all these texts, people trying to raise money, and some of them are like, "You've got to help us right now," and I think, no, I don't. I really don't. So that's a whole different approach than, can you help us? Here's what's going on. So, some of those I might give to, so you can invite the listener to join you in something. You can use humor. So like in my song, Everybody Wants to Go to Heaven, Nobody Wants to Go Now. It's kind of a message song. The message is, hey, even the people that believe in heaven don't necessarily want to go right now,
Right.
And so we used humor to get that message across. Another way you can do it is to tell a story. So it's not the singer, it's somebody else. So in my song, Fire It Up, it deals a little bit with racism. We have the singer, though, telling a story about someone else. And so sometimes that can be an effective way to do it.
So you're telling a story, it kind of removes you so that it doesn't sound like you're telling people what to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like that approach. And I think also, you can also in a song, go take that route of, well, I've been where you are now.
Mm-hmm.
I've walked this before you have. And so I understand what you're feeling. I think a lot of times, just telling someone that you understand what they're going through makes them more open to hearing what you want to say after that.
Yeah.
So that can be a great segue. I've had my heart broken too. I know what you're going through. So, this is how I did it. This is how I got over it.
And that's an important point. That's a whole different deal than saying, I've been through this too, so here's what you should do.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
You know, if you say, here's what I did, you're just offering one solution that worked for you, and that's helpful, and it doesn't come across nearly the same way as saying, I've been through this, so trust me, I know exactly what you should do.
Right. You don't want to come off, we use the word in the music business, we say preachy, but we're not just talking about religion or that kind of thing. You don't want to come off like a parent telling a kid what to do,
Yeah.
or a brother. You don't want to come off like anyone telling someone else what they should do.
Yeah.
Because they are not going to be open to it.
And the song "I Hope You Dance" is a great example of it's a parent to a child, but it's not saying you've got to dance
Right.
and you've got to do this. It's here are things I hope for you.
Yeah.
Is a whole different, softer message
Yeah.
than telling them what they need to do.
You may not be feeling right now like you want to dance, but someday I hope you do. This is the way I wish your life will be down the road. And it just kind of helps people get out of that place they're in now and start seeing the possibilities.
Yeah.
Rather than telling them, no, this is wrong. Come over here and do this.
And I think too, it's really important with message songs to think about whether it's religion or politics or cultural things going on. You got to think about who the audience would be for that. And so I think it's important to think about your approach in that, are you doing something that you would not like if it was the opposite, if it came back to you in the other way,
Yeah.
And so you have to look at culturally where things are, and you have to be, again, you get more flies with honey than vinegar. Isn't that the saying?
Yeah.
You have to present things in such a way that people want to hear your viewpoint, and sometimes I've seen songs that are so like on the edgy and forceful and preachy, and I go, even though I agree with you, I wouldn't want to do that. I mean,
I know.
I wouldn't like hearing that song, just because your approach is bashing me on the head with it, as opposed to that, like we were talking about earlier, just inviting me, hey, think about this thing.
Yeah.
Here's a possibility.
We want to write a song that we feel passionately about, and we want our audience to feel that same passion. So that's our job. We don't want to write a song that we feel passionate about that turns everyone else off. Our trick as songwriters, or our mission as songwriters, is to make everyone that hears that song feel the same thing we feel.
Yeah.
And that should be the bottom line. It's not just writing a diary entry about how I feel, even if it turns everyone in the world off. No, it's ultimately about sharing a feeling between you and the person hearing it. That's our goal. So we always have to keep the audience in mind and, decide, hey, is this going to turn them off? Can I word this in a way that will make them more receptive and pull them into the song and make them feel what I'm feeling?
Yeah.
That's why when you have a concert and 20,000 people in a stadium are singing the words a cappella, and the band stops and everyone's just singing, and it's this wonderful, almost religious experience, it's because everyone in there feels the same thing at that moment.
Yeah.
And so, if we write a song that allows that to happen, it's magical. But if we write a song that half of the audience is turned off, and those moments will never happen.
Yeah. You have to be careful too. It doesn't feel like you're ranting.
Yeah.
Like sometimes it feels like someone just like is ticked off and they wrote this rant about a topic, So I guess the bottom line would be, see if you can soften your message to the point where people are open to hearing it.
Yeah.
And then decide if it's better for the singer to be saying it, or for it to be a story, or for it to be humorous a little bit. What can help that message be digested?
It can be an angry song, but you have to write it in a way where the audience feels that same anger and they're on the same page with you. We're not saying that you have to write Pollyanna, pretty, wonderful message songs all the time. You can be angry. Alanis Morissette started her whole career off with some angry songs, and I loved them. You know, I was
Mhm.
right there with her. And I think that's the whole trick of it is it's okay to be any emotion in a song, but you just have to write it in a way where your audience feels it.
Yeah, an angry song, you want them to be angry with you.
Yeah.
You don't want to be angry at you
Yeah.
for the way you said it to them, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. All right, we thank Sweetwater as our sponsor. They do amazing things for musicians and songwriters. Anything you can imagine, they've got it. Great customer service. We love those guys. Check out the show notes for information about Songtown, about some books we've written, all that kind of stuff. And we'll see you next time.